In the realm of wrestling, where the mat becomes a canvas for controlled combat, the concept of rules and agreements reigns supreme. The intricate web of regulations that governs the sport mirrors the philosophical underpinnings of the social contract theory. As we step into the ring of discourse, we explore how wrestling and the social contract converge, drawing parallels between the rules of the mat and the theories of thinkers like Thomas Hobbes and John Locke. Wrestling, like any organized society, operates within a framework of rules and agreements. Wrestlers consent to these rules by participating in the sport, entering into an implicit social contract that governs their behavior on the mat. This parallel between the microcosm of the wrestling arena and the larger societal landscape mirrors the essence of the social contract theory. Thomas Hobbes, a prominent social contract theorist, argued that individuals enter into a social contract to escape the state of nature, a hypothetical condition of chaos and conflict. Similarly, wrestlers abide by the rules of the sport to escape the chaos of unrestrained combat. The structured environment of the wrestling match, with its defined rules and boundaries, reflects the foundational tenets of the social contract. Wrestlers, through their participation, willingly accept the rules that govern the sport. This act of consent parallels the social contract's emphasis on consent as the foundation of a just society. Just as individuals in a society relinquished certain freedoms in exchange for protection and order, wrestlers adhere to the rules of the match in exchange for a fair and regulated environment. John Locke's social contract theory, which emphasizes the protection of natural rights and the role of consent, resonates with the principles of wrestling. Locke believed that individuals entered into a social contract to secure their rights to life, liberty, and property. Wrestlers, while on the mat, enter into a similar covenant where they agree to abide by the rules to protect their right to a fair competition and a safe environment. In wrestling, the referee assumes a pivotal role as the arbiter of the match, interpreting and enforcing the rules. The wrestler-referee relationship mirrors the authority of the sovereign in the social contract theory. Just as individuals relinquish certain freedoms to a central authority in exchange for protection and order, wrestlers yield their autonomy to the referee's decisions for the sake of a regulated contest. The referee's role in wrestling echoes the concept of the sovereign in Hobbesian philosophy, who exercises authority to prevent conflicts. Similarly, the referee's decisions prevent wrestlers from engaging in unsanctioned or dangerous maneuvers, preserving the agreed-upon rules and upholding the spirit of fair play. The concept of a social compact within the social contract theory reflects the mutual agreement between individuals to establish a just society. This notion finds resonance in wrestling, where athletes and coaches come together to uphold the principles of the sport. The spirit of wrestling, emphasizing discipline, sportsmanship, and respect, echoes the essence of a social compact where individuals cooperate to create a harmonious environment. In both wrestling and the social contract theory, the preservation of order is paramount. The compact among wrestlers to adhere to the rules, to engage in fair competition, and to respect their opponents echoes the commitment individuals make to uphold laws and norms in society. Under the framework of the social contract theory, cheating in wrestling poses a significant threat to the integrity of the agreed-upon rules and the underlying principles of fairness and cooperation. Just as cheating disrupts the harmony of a just society, it undermines the foundation of the wrestling social contract, with far-reaching consequences that reverberate beyond the mat. Cheating in wrestling erodes the trust that wrestlers place in each other and in the sport itself. The social contract relies on the assumption that individuals will act in accordance with the agreed-upon rules, ensuring a level playing field and fair competition. When wrestlers engage in cheating, this trust is shattered, disrupting the equilibrium of the wrestling environment. The consequences of cheating in wrestling mirror the damage inflicted on the social contract and individuals breach their commitments. Just as the violation of laws and norms undermines societal trust, cheating undermines the mutual respect and camaraderie that wrestlers share. The harmony within the wrestling community is disrupted, compromising the very essence of the sport. Cheating distorts the competition in wrestling, just as it disrupts the equilibrium of the social contract. The rules and regulations that govern wrestling matches create a framework where skill, technique, and strategy are pitted against each other. Cheating introduces an unfair advantage that distorts the natural balance of the contest. In the context of the social contract, cheating parallels the concept of individuals exploiting the system to gain an unfair advantage. This exploitation disrupts the equitable distribution of resources and opportunities, leading to inequality and discord within society. Similarly, cheating in wrestling distorts the fairness of the competition, undermining the shared commitment to a just and honorable contest. Wrestling places a strong emphasis on respect, sportsmanship, and the code of conduct that wrestlers uphold. Cheating not only contradicts these principles but also damages the spirit of cooperation that is intrinsic to the social contract. When wrestlers engage in cheating, they disregard the mutual respect that underpins the wrestling community, harming the camaraderie that elevates the sport. This erosion of respect within wrestling mirrors the breakdown of social norms and values, and individuals act against the common good. In the context of the social contract, cheating disrupts the collaborative effort to maintain order and harmony. The unraveling of shared values in wrestling, as in society, diminishes the sense of community and shared purpose. In both wrestling and the social contract theory, the harmful nature of cheating cannot be overstated. Cheating disrupts the trust, fairness, and respect that are vital to the functioning of both the wrestling environment and the broader societal context. Just as the breach of the social contract undermines the stability of a just society, cheating undermines the principles that govern the wrestling community. By recognizing the harm that cheating inflicts on the social contract of wrestling, athletes, coaches, and organizers can recommit to the values that uphold the integrity of the sport. Upholding the principles of fairness, respect, and sportsmanship not only strengthens the social contract within wrestling but also reflects the broader commitment to creating a just and honorable society. As wrestlers step onto the mat, they engage not only in physical combat but also in the affirmation of the principles that bind them to a shared code of conduct, both within the realm of wrestling and beyond. The parallels between wrestling and the social contract theory illuminate the intricate relationship between rules, agreements, and societal harmony. Just as wrestlers enter into an unspoken covenant to abide by the rules of the mat, individuals in a society establish a framework of rules to ensure order and security. The wrestling arena becomes a microcosm of social dynamics, where the principles of consent, authority, and cooperation mirror the foundational tenets of the social contract. As wrestlers engage in combat within the bounds of agreed-upon rules, they embody the essence of a broader societal pact that binds individuals to a common code of conduct.